This is the Carty Method podcast.
Today I'm going to give you a complete, repeatable, free strategy to consistently find local clients using LinkedIn. Now, this works whether you shoot portraits, whether you shoot commercial, editorial, product, branding, lifestyle, any kind of photography, it works. The key is to stop treating LinkedIn like a resume site and start treating it like a targeted outreach tool for business. So here's exactly how I do it in 10 steps if I had to start again with no ad spend and if I had no followers. By the way, if you don't know me, I'm Carty, Steve Carty. My business was struggling. And despite decades of experience, I realized that busy work and inconsistency were actually holding me back. During COVID, I finally stopped distracting myself and focused on really learning the deep inner workings of the business of photography, the business of business. I hired coaches. I studied successful photographers, and I started building systems that actually worked. Today, through the Carty Method, I help photographers worldwide turn their passion into profitable careers by teaching them the exact strategies that I use to transform my own business. So, do you want to learn how to find local photography clients using LinkedIn at exactly zero cost to you? Well, there's some things that you have to do. And today I've broke it down into 10 very, very simple steps. Step one. Step one is this. Step one is you have to optimize your LinkedIn profile for search, but also for trust. Let me make this a little bit bigger. You also have to optimize it for trust. So let me just do a little formatting here because, I want me to be as dominant as the stuff that I'm showing you. All right, here we go. So let me show you how I optimized my LinkedIn profile for search and trust. And by the way, this is your storefront. If it doesn't look trustworthy or niche specific, you're going to be leaking potential clients before they ever talk to you. So let's look at my LinkedIn profile. This is your storefront, okay? And you have to update your headline. So if we look at my headline here, 35-year editorial portrait photographer, founder and CEO at the Carty Method, value creator, director, strategist, consultant, creative coach, YouTube partner. And of course, I'm in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Lots of followers and tons and tons and tons of connections. Obviously, where I went to photography school and my other business. You have to use a clear, focused title. So because I'm a Toronto lifestyle branding photographer for coaches, creative agencies, you have to really make sure that this part hits. This has to hit. I also verified my profile. I'm not paying, but all you need to do is show your ID to verify your profile. I have a profile picture that shows me with a camera. It says creative, which is a little bit of subliminal. And of course, the header image. Image is everything. At Steve Carty, and then 35-year editorial portrait photographer. It basically shows everything that it says right here on my header. And there's a picture of me and a close-up of my eyes. Okay, so next, you have to revise your about section. You have to revise your about section. And how we do that is we speak to our ideal client problem. Imagine, what's your ideal client and what's their problem? What would the problem that they would be having that you could solve with your photography? So speak to your ideal client's problem and how your work solves it. and then end with the CTA, like a call to action to book a free discovery call or to check out your work. So imagine, here's an example. You're not just looking for a photographer. You're looking for someone who can help your brand feel human. I specialize in making scroll-stopping portraits and brand images that speak directly to your audience. Let's chat. And then an email link or a book you through Calendly link. So let me show you my About page. When you go down here, I had one of my coaches write my About page. And again, this is something that we should be continually updating. I haven't updated this exact section in a couple of months, so it's time for me to update this section. Also, your services. Like, you can actually show what it is that you do. So make sure you fill that out as well. And of course, I'm going to zero back on how important, when you click a picture in LinkedIn, it actually pops open for somebody who is not you. So make sure you have a incredibly slick and professional picture. If you show your camera, it instantly identifies you as a photographer. But guess what we don't do? We don't use those banners that says open to work or looking for a job or please hire me, because it screams desperation. Photographers are always unemployed in between the times that we have jobs. So don't be desperate, be a pro and be confident. So don't be putting open to work and that insert banner. Just don't. It's lame and it screams beginner. Okay, so testimonials also are very important, like getting some sort of love from people. We're going to get into that in a second, and getting social proof. So step one is update your profile. Make sure that your profile looks as slick, as good as possible. That is step one. And again, if you want to follow me on LinkedIn, I am at Steve Carty. You can find me. I'm pretty easy to find on LinkedIn. All right, step two. Let's get into step deuxième. Step two, you have to define your local niche and who your dream clients are. Like, who exactly are you trying to speak to? And locally, who is that? Who is that niche client? So start building your dream client list. Understand this. With LinkedIn, you're not just looking for anyone. You're not just looking for anybody who wants you to point your camera at something. You're solving a specific problem for a specific type of client. So here's some example niches. You shoot branding photos for female coaches, or you do content photos for small business owners, or you shoot headshots for tech startup founders, or you shoot lifestyle imagery for realtors or architects. Now that you know what you're trying to do, you can search for 30 to 50 dream clients in your area. I'm going to break your brain now. If you're still with me and you're still paying attention, what I'm about to show you will change your game. As a photographer, this is going to change your game. And I'm giving this away to you. Know this. This presentation that I'm doing for you right now, I give to my accelerator members. I give to people who are in Pro Lab. Like, this is not stuff that I put on YouTube. Okay, I want you to look. I don't put this stuff on YouTube. And I'm kind of crazy for doing so. But pay attention. Now's when you really pay attention, because this is how you search on LinkedIn to find 30 to 50 of the dream clients in your area. So this is what you do. You use LinkedIn search. And what you do in LinkedIn search is you search for people, location, which is your city, and then their title. They could be founder, comma, coach, comma, marketing director, comma, director, etc. So let's try that, shall we? And again, these search results are going to be actual search results, so I kind of don't want to share with you because these are actual contacts. So let's look on LinkedIn. I'm searching people, location, Toronto, title, art director. So when I do this, I'm searching people, I'm searching location, Toronto, show results, and then I can't speak. And then you can see all of these art directors. So people, location, title. If you type it in here like this and not use these headers, it gives you actually better filtering. So title, colon, art director. Okay, but you can also add comma, photo editor. Oops. Art director, comma, photo editor. See all results. So what this is doing is now, and of course I only want to see people. It is now giving me all of the art directors in Toronto that are on LinkedIn. Did you see how fast that I did that? Did you see how fast that I did that? And look at how many pages there are of them. So that was, let's try a different search. So I'm going to copy this and we're going to paste it again. So we're going to do location. So where's my mouse? We're going to do location, Portland, and then title. We'll change the title to photo editor only. Okay. See all results. And now people. So Portland, Oregon, photo editor, creative producer, photo editor, director of photography, art director. So you can see in this particular area, there is only 1, 2, 3, 4. And but look at Portland. So did that just break your brain? And then the next thing you do is you filter for second degree connections. You filter for second degree connections to make future engagement easier. So you filter for second connection, and then export this. Save this as a Notion doc or a spreadsheet. Okay, that was free, right? It was free. And you see how fast I did that? It was free. This is step 3. Step 3 is now you have to connect with them, but you have to connect with intention. Not, hey, do you need a photographer? Don't pitch yet. Don't pitch anything yet. You're building context. You're building curiosity. And you're building a warm audience. Okay? So this is how you connect. First of all, send a connection request with a simple message like this. Hey, Julie, I love connecting with local creatives. Your work at Company X looks amazing. I would love to stay in touch. No links, no pitch. Let the profile, your profile, let your profile and your upcoming content do the work for you. Are you with me still? Is this helpful? Beneficial to you? Are you getting something out of this? Do let me know. And perhaps hit the like button if you're liking this kind of content. Maybe hit the join button, because that's all I do here is talk about how to help photographers get to the next level in their career. That's it. That's all I talk about. It's all I obsess over, because I am also a photographer. So you and me, we two are on the same team. So I like to help. So we're trying to connect with intention. We are not sending links. Oh my God, here's my work. Oh my God, here's some photos that you think you'd love. Let your profile and the content that you post do the work. Nurture them and pull them in. Step 4. Well, now you have to post. Now you have to post 2 to 3 to 4 times a week with local hooks. Local hooks. Yo, where's my Queen Street West fam at? Yo, where's my Sunset? Yo, where's my East Side? Where's my Alphabet City people at? Yo, Nadine O'Connor dropping me $5. Nadine, thank you for your donation. That is very kind of you. I very much appreciate you, Nadine. Oh my God, why do I always, Nadine, thank you for your donation. We're going to give you a little toot of smoke. Ooh, smokity. Thank you, Nadine O'Connor. Let's put the right ambiance on. Little background light. Hello. Background light. There we go. So, thank you. Appreciate that, Nadine O'Connor. So, step 4. We have to post. We got to post 2, 4 times per week, 5 times per week with local hooks. Local hooks. So that cool neighborhood, that cool thing that only people from your area would know. Big brain. Now you're top of mind. Now you're top of mind because you're posting value, helpful information, transformations of photo shoots that you've done for other people locally in that area. So you're posting consistency and it has local relevance. So here's some content ideas. Share a behind the scenes story of a recent local shoot that you've done. Post a client testimonial, especially with a location and a company name. Oh my God, I shot with Sarah. She was brilliant. Oh my God, we went over here to this neighborhood that only local people would know. And then she shot these amazing pictures in front of that thing that only local people would know. And then she took me over here to this other location that only local people would know. And she crushed it. Oh my God, the photos were delivered quickly. She's amazing. And now my business, by the way, it's this business, I'm sure you know, is totally blowing up. Come over and see us. You get a client testimonial. That's a local testimonial. Local. Now what happens? Now you also post educational content. Like, well, but you're not a coach or an educator. You're a photographer. So you can make posts like, hey, here's how to get better photographs. So you can give photo tips for business owners in the city. Hey, here's how to take better pictures of your interior. Here's how to teach. But do you think they're going to actually have time to do it? Or are they just going to say, hey, yo, can you just come in and do it for me? Seriously, I have no time. So you educate and teach people how to shoot a Coca-Cola can. I'm going to teach you how to shoot a Coca-Cola can because I'm a product photographer. And then guess what? Like, that company they just want to use your Coca-Cola photo. They don't want to shoot their own. Because also when you show them how you do it, you're showing them how complicated it is. Even if you're making it look easy, they're like, I don't have that. I don't have that equipment. I don't have that light. I don't have that. Like, oh my God, can I just get you to do it? So educational posts turn into work if you do them correctly. What about carousel posts? 3 ways to make your branding photos work harder for you. And then point 1, blah, 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 do this. Point 2, blah, 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 do this. Point 3, blah, 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 do this. And then one more swipe, And if you want help, oh my God, reach out to me. I'll help you. Just reach out. We can do a Zoom call, blah, blah, blah. That Zoom call ends up being, oh my God, I love you. Can you just shoot this for me? So, and touch on client fears. You have to zoom in on the things that clients fear the most. Their business going under. Their business going under. Talk about how you helped a business not go under with new photography. When you deal with common client fears, by the way, it's not Mario Luigi. Thank you for your donation, my guy. You just donated me some Lucci. Thank you, Mr. Not Mario, not Luigi. Thank you for your donation. That is a $5 donation right there from not Mario, not Luigi. It's Mario, not Luigi. All right. So what we're trying to do is zoom in on client fears. Okay? Hey, you don't need to lose 10 pounds to show up confidently in your photos. Let me show you some examples of some ladies who felt just like you before they reached out to me. And this is the results. And then, of course, you have to include local hashtags. Local hashtags. So hashtags like Toronto business, Toronto photographer, personal branding, Toronto. Local hashtags. Obviously, you swap in your niche in your city. That's what we're trying to do here, right? Step 5. By the way, is this helpful? Yes? If this is helpful, give me a hey yeah if you're benefiting from this, because this is the technique that I use every week, all week. If you're not seeing me post a lot on Instagram, it's because I'm on LinkedIn, baby. I'm on LinkedIn going ham on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is where the money is. So, hey, yeah. So let's get into step 5. Step 5 is soft engagement. What we're trying to do is build your name in their feed. You're trying to build your name in their feed. So while you're posting, you're also going to engage daily with that target list of your ideal customers. Remember how I showed you how to find all of those art directors? Remember how I showed you how to find all of those people? You're engaging daily because you've sent connection requests to all of them. Some of them allowed you. And now, without being a crazy person, engage with their content. Oh my God, love this. Oh my God, thanks. This is so helpful. And then share, like, without being obsessive. Don't be nuts. Just be cool and helpful. Share valuable stuff from them to your network. They'll notice you sharing their posts. Comment on their stuff if they're active. Like their updates. React to a company announcement or a new hire. Send a quick congratulations message if they get promoted. What this does is it keeps you on their radar without pitching. You're not pitching anything. Photographers overlook this, okay? But it builds silent trust. Silent trust. It builds trust on a psychological level. It builds trust like in the back of their brain. It's beautiful. So, you want more? Step 6? Step 6 is this. Step 6 is outreach that doesn't suck. Okay? Outreach that doesn't suck. Now that you've connected, now that you've engaged, you can reach out with some value. Valuable reach outs. Like, give them something that they didn't have before. So, here's a sample message. Hey, Rob, I've been following your work. I think we're aligned, bro. I shoot branding, lifestyle, headshot work here in Toronto, and I'm always looking to collaborate with local businesses that are doing cool shit. If you ever need fresh content or you want to elevate your personal brand visuals, I'd love to chat. By the way, no pressure. I just wanted to say hey and put a face to the name. So what we're trying to do is keep it conversational. And yes, I swore, I love your shit, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to do that. I'm just being conversational here. Keep it conversational. Avoid the hard sell. Let the conversation develop. It's super easy. Like, I've been following what you're doing. I love your stuff. This is what I do. I shoot branding, lifestyle, headshot, founders here in Toronto. And I'm looking for the cool guys to collaborate locally. I want to find the people who are doing the coolest stuff. You, my friend, are doing cool stuff. So if you ever need fresh content or maybe your own personal brand visuals, because I noticed like I'm seeing the work that you put out, but I don't see a lot of you. So maybe you want to update your personal brand now that I see that you're going hard on LinkedIn. I'd love to chat. By the way, no pressure. I just wanted to say hey, put a face to the name. So I got so good at this outward reach. I got like, and by the way, only because I sucked at it so bad. I had a pretty good portfolio. I had Tom York and Foran. Like I would just sit there and be like, they'll find me. They'll find me. I'm Steve Carty. They'll find me. They didn't find me because I didn't reach out. Outward reach, ego got in the way of my outward reach because I thought they should know about me already. But if you're not outward reaching, your business is on its way to be failing. From somebody who almost lost my business because outward reach, I sucked at past tense. So what I did was I paid somebody to teach me how to not suck at it. I got to tell you, it was a 1 hour long workshop. 1 hour. After that hour, I was like, you're an idiot. It's so easy. It's this guy explained it so easy. He broke down how to reach out to a stranger into 5 steps. If you go to the cartymethod.com to tools, I have the cold outreach master pack. My cold outreach master pack takes the foundation of what I learned in that workshop and I teach it to you. There's 5 steps to reaching out to somebody, 5 things. And I break it down so clearly. And my cold outreach master pack is $27. It's $27. So, and I also give you 18 pre-written email templates that you can, like, if you're really not good with words, just use my words. And by the way, my email templates have like a 90% reply rate. 90% from the people now, because I've had my cold outreach master pack out for like 6 or 7 months now. Like a 90% reply rate when you use one of my templates, one of my email templates. So we're trying to make outreach that doesn't suck. Get my cold outreach master pack. Go to thecartymethod.com/tools. It's there. You'll see it. So step 7. Step 7 is inviting a no pressure call. So once they respond to you or they show some sort of interest, invite them to a discovery call. I call them strategy calls. Make a 15-minute link on Zoom or make a 15-minute link on Calendly, which I use Calendly for my booking, for a 15-minute discovery call. And then frame it like this. Hey, let's jump on a quick 15-minute call on Zoom so I can hear more about your brand to see if I can help. Like, that is such a no pressure framing. Let's jump on a quick 15-minute Zoom so I can hear more about you. what you're struggling with and see if the things that I do could help you. You down for that? So you'll never get a no if you frame it like that. Like, you'll literally never get a no if you frame it like that. And then next, step 8. Step 8 is you have to follow up with a visual proposal or brand deck, portfolio deck. After this call, send a little mini PDF deck or a custom gallery link with 3 to 10 examples of relevant work that you've done that would speak directly to the problem that you know that they need to solve. And a short note on how you'd approach this photo shoot and how you would approach their brand. And then clear pricing or a flexible starting point, which shows that you're prepared and professional, not just another photographer for hire. So when you follow up this way with, like, now time has gone by, there's been a month has gone by of you liking their posts and them commenting on the articles that you're writing, like, you're engaging with each other's content. And you got them on Zoom, which is brilliant. And you learned so much about their business and the issues that they're having through that Zoom call. And then now after that Zoom call, now you follow up with a visual proposal and a portfolio deck, like, and some pricing and like, hey, this is how we could start working together. That opens the door, and people usually walk through because you've shown so much value. You've given them so much value. You've built so much trust. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. So that is step 8. Follow up with a visual proposal or portfolio deck. Step 9 is you have to track everything. How we build momentum is by tracking. We need to build momentum. So you need a simple CRM. A CRM is a client relationship manager. You can use Notion. You can use Google Sheets. You can use Indy. Indy is one of my sponsors. There's a link in the video description. So what we're trying to track is who you connected with. Who? Write their names, write their emails, and like, write the date that you connected and what you sent them and what, like, track everything. And then track who engaged with your content, who hit the like button, who left a comment, and then who's booking calls with you. People who you're cold reaching out to, list that. You connected with them, and then they booked calls with you. And then who did you pitch? Track that. Who hired you? Like, when you track from I connected with this person or this person engaged with my content, and then you track every single thing all the way to the point of them hiring you, now you have data. Now you know when I do this, it equals this, because there's all of these little journeys that you can help your client go through. And all of this started from LinkedIn and you doing LinkedIn correctly. These 10 steps, we're still at number 9. So what we're trying to do every week, we need to connect with 10 new locals. Make that your marker. Every week, 10 new local businesses. Okay? Connections, meaning I've sent connections and they've accepted. Now, in order for that to happen, well, you need to engage with 20. You need to engage with 20 to get it to 10 people actually connecting. And then every week, I want you to be messaging 5 warm leads. 5. Message them. Like, hey, what's going on? Blah, 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 blah. I love what you're doing here. Like, nurture and massage 5 warm leads. And every week, I want you to be aiming to book 2 to 3 discovery calls. Okay, if you do that, if you track who you connected with, who engaged, who booked calls, who you pitched, who hired you, and every week you connect with 10 new locals, you're engaging with 20, you're messaging 5 warm leads, and if every week your goal is to book 2 to 3 discovery calls, that builds a compound effect. And after 30 to 60 days, not only does it get easier, you get busy. You start working. And guess what? Then the stuff that you do, the stuff that actually starts to, you're now sharing that content on that same platform. And it's like, hey, here's somebody who engaged with my content here on this platform. Not only did they engage, we ended up doing something. Here's what their stuff looked like before. Here's what their stuff looks like after I worked with them. And now that goes into the system, and that brings in more people because you have social proof. And that leads to step 10. That leads to step 10, which is truly social proof, which is asking for referrals and testimonials. When you land this gig, ask for a testimonial that you can post to LinkedIn. Like when you crush this gig, when you close it, when you deliver those finals and the client is over the moon, when your client is at their most satisfied, ask for a testimonial and ask for them to recommend you on LinkedIn. Like, can you recommend me as a photographer on LinkedIn? That will crush. That will crush on a level that I don't even know if you understand how big it crushes when someone recommends you on LinkedIn. When you're recommended, which down here you get your recommendations, when someone recommends you, this is the good stuff. So really, when you have a happy, satisfied customer, get them to recommend you. Now, I haven't been pushing recommendations on LinkedIn because I kind of do something else, but I'm going to have to start pushing recommendations on LinkedIn. But if you go to thecartymethod.com and you scroll down to my testimonials, which are down here on the bottom, this is social proof. This is people who I have helped with their photography journey. And there's video testimonials, there's written testimonials, and they never end. They just keep going and going and going and going. Like, this is my social proof. And I put it at the point of contact, which is on my website, but you need to have this also on LinkedIn and also on Google. You need to be collecting social proof on all the different ways that and all the different platforms that you're able to. So I use a tool called Senja to collect social proof. I just showed you the CartyMethod.com and the testimonials that I have there that I've collected from Senja. There's a link in the video description if you want to use Senja or look into how you can embed your testimonials, which are pretty sick. The way that this tool works is I get a testimonial, I can approve it, and as soon as I approve it, it appears on the site without me having to add it or do any code or anything like that. And I can also export that as a cool looking JPEG and then use those for social media. It's just dope. Senja in the video description. So number 10, step 10 in this journey is asking for referrals and testimonials. That's truly what it is. That's what we're trying to do. After you get a testimonial, there's one more thing that you can ask. You can ask this. Do you know anyone else in your circle who might benefit from an experience like this? Do you know anyone else in your circle that would benefit from high-end editorial style photography? Do you know anyone else in your circle who would benefit from this? And understand, if you are really happy with the work that I did, if you recommend me to one of your peers and then they're really happy, that makes you look like a superstar. So most people never ask for referrals. They don't ask for them. But the ones who do ask for referrals, guess what? they get referrals. So that is step 10. So here is my final thought on LinkedIn. Understand this. LinkedIn isn't about going viral, okay? It's about getting seen by the right people. You're not trying to grow a massive following. You're trying to get your work in front of the right people who can hire you. That's it. You have to stay consistent though. You can't post to LinkedIn once a month and think that it's going to work for you. You have to stay niche specific. Like, I don't know pictures of your kids or this like promotion, like be really specific. And many of you who have part-time or full-time jobs, well, your LinkedIn profile is that side of your life, not your photography business. So it's conflicting. So you need to build like your photography page, and also try to kind of add the fact that you're a photographer. Like, you only get one identity on LinkedIn, which is really why it's important to go all in on photography, because it really becomes hard to market if you're also that tech officer for some company that's also on LinkedIn. So you need to stay niche specific, and you need to speak to the real pain points that your clients have. And I promise you, if you follow this strategy consistently for 4 to 6 weeks, I guarantee you're going to get warm leads, you're going to get discovery calls, and you're going to get paying clients without spending a single dollar on ads. I hope you found this beneficial. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
This live stream was brought to you by Pixpa, the best website builder for photographers and creatives, and Indie, the best way to run your freelance business, and by you, the members and subscribers of the Carty Method. Consider becoming a member for $5 a month to show your support for our content, and we'll reward you. You get members-only content every month, and Carty has the best emojis on YouTube, and you'll get that crown badge next to your name. If you're building a photography business, make sure you join Portfolio Lab. How ready are you to be a pro? Take the Carty Method Pro Photographer's Readiness Scorecard. You'll always find helpful links in the show notes. Sharing is caring. If this content has brought you value today, share it, clip it, post it to your socials. Curating and sharing helpful content makes you an expert. Even if the content you're sharing isn't yours, be a curator and share this content with your network. Find your creative and business genius with the Carty Method.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Thank you so much for watching. Please understand this. This is the kind of content that I give away for free on YouTube. Just imagine the kind of content that I give to the people who pay me. Just wrap your head around that. The people who are in my accelerator, the people who are in Pro Lab, the people who are in Portfolio Lab. If this is what I'm giving to you for free in exchange for your time and watching my commercials, imagine what I give to those who pay me.